When Brian Schottenheimer addressed the Cowboys at halftime on Sunday, there were no excuses, no references to the tragedy of November 6, and no motivational speeches about loss. The focus was simple: beat the Eagles. I challenged them at halftime on the fact that we were beating ourselves, Schottenheimer said after the game. I asked the guys, "Do you believe?" And to a man, they all screamed, "Yes." Sometimes a simple question is all it takes, and this time, it worked. The Cowboys clawed back from a 21-0 deficit to win 24-21 on a walk-off field goal, executing better football as the second half unfolded. Still, Marshawn Kneeland was never far from their minds. The young defensive end had passed away just 18 days earlier, and the team was still processing the loss. The staff and players needed perspective to prepare for the Raiders, the Eagles again on a short week, and the Thanksgiving showdown against the Chiefs. The resilience of this team was tested with the loss of Marshawn, Schottenheimer said. But the distraction of being able to do what we love, to honor Marshawn, is what motivates us. We want to play well and win to honor him. He played the game with his hair on fire, absolutely passionate. Kneeland's death came during the Cowboys' bye week, scattering the team across the country. The last thing you want is to deal with that situation over the phone, Schottenheimer said. Monday, November 10th, was set aside entirely for coping, not football. The team gathered, talked, laughed, and cried together, supported by experts. The healing started the minute I could put my arms around some of these guys and tell them how much I love them and miss Marshawn, he said. This locker room is special. It loves one another and will fight to the end for each other. Marshawn was a huge part of that. If anything, it brought us closer together. Individual players often emerge as keys to group healing, and for the Cowboys, it was the defensive line. Schottenheimer praised Osa Odighizuwa, Solomon Thomas, Donovan Ezeiruaku, Jadeveon Clowney, and Dante Fowler. The defensive line was incredible. They were closest to him, and they showed it every single day. On Sunday, that energy, the passion and fire Kneeland brought to the field, was everywhere at AT&T Stadium. The Cowboys' comeback wasn't just a football story. It was a story of resilience, unity, and honoring a teammate whose spirit drove them to fight until the very end.